Okay, we're going to begin with reverse trunk twist. Arms to a T. Begin by inhaling through your nose. Exhale and lower your knees to the right. Inhale, brings the knees up, and then lower to the left. Inhale up, and we're going to repeat this 10 times. To intensify this, you can elongate your legs. So go ahead and straighten your legs a little bit, and then lower to the side, without letting them collapse. If your legs collapse, then too much. So go ahead, bend your knees, find a happy medium, and lower, keep lowering. Now don't let your shoulders come off the floor. You want to keep them glued to the floor as well. And last time. Good. Send your legs to the ceiling. You're going to reach your hands towards your feet and crunching. 1, 2, 3. Exhales bring you up. 4, 5, 6. Blow out through your mouth. 8 more. Blow out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Bend your knees into your chest and relax for a second. Good. You're going to leave your right knee into your right armpit, extend your left leg to the diagonal or to the ceiling. Really reach your toes far, far away from you. You're going to inhale, bring your head and shoulders off the floor. Exhale and switch legs. Reach. And inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. So in through your nose with your breath and blow out through your mouth, like you're piercing through a straw. And inhale, and inhale, and let me hear you. 1. 4 more for a total of 16. 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Relax, knees to your chest. Good. Now we're going to roll like a ball up to boat pose. Roll up. Good. And hold here. You can do it with legs extended or straight or bent. And breathe for 5 breaths. Into the nose, out through the nose, or out through the mouth. You're going to lower down slowly. Bring your arms overhead and stretch. And we're going to do it again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale brings you up to boat. Good. And 5 breaths. Now we can do a variation on this. You can extend your right leg. And hold. Breathing. Extend your left leg. Bend both knees. Slowly lower down. Nice. And stretch. So you inhale and you prepare. Exhale and come up for the 3rd time. Up you go. Now you can shift your weight to your right hip and bring both hands to the left side. So now you're on this is a variation, another variation. Breathe, and then come back to the center, and other side. Come back to the center, 1 more variation, go to canoe pose. So just a little bit lower, or kayak, lower your back, yes. And then come back up to boat. Excellent, and lower down all the way, ooh, arms overhead. Good. And now in the variation on this laying down stretch, take your legs, both legs to the right. No, not too much, not so much, just a little on diagonal. Good, 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 and feel a stretch. Try to get that left hip on the floor. Good. And you can even take your arms a little to the right as well if you'd like. Just feel a different kind of stretch. Okay, then do the other side. Then come back to the center. Good. Come back up to the boat pose, cross at your ankles, and work your way to top of your push-up. Inhale, look out at the horizon. Exhale, slowly lower down. Good. And now we're going to go to upward facing dog. That just means straighten your arms. And now I want you to look up at the ceiling. I want you to press your shoulders away from your ears. I want you to squeeze your gluteals so you have like a lift your bellies. Don't let them sag. Good. And now we're going to go to the top of our push-up for plank pose. Hold for 5 breaths. Your body ideally is parallel to the floor. with no sagging. If your hips are in the air, go ahead and demonstrate that. That's okay, but we want to work towards ideal. Good. Take your right leg out. Ready? Go. And 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. And breathe. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Knee bends with the dips. 1, 2. Good. 3, 4. Keep going. Make sure that your shoulders are over your palms of your hand. And last one. And the right knee into your right armpit. And go 1. Kick back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now really try to get it in as far as you can to the armpit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pigeon on the right. Bend your right knee, and you can fold over your pigeon and release. Now how you modify your pigeon, if you have it within your range, you don't want your knees, you can be directly underneath the way Elena is, or you can work your heel farther away from your thigh. Work it away. So those are variations. You do not want to feel this in your knees. So go to what feels good for you. You should feel it in your right hip and your left hip flexor. Go ahead, bend your left leg, reach around with your hand, right or left, and look at your foot. Now you want to try to draw your heel toward your hips. Again, don't overstretch that knee. Just go to where you feel something. And breathe. And now we're going to go back to the top of our push-up for 5 breaths. Now you're here in this position. You want to, let's talk about technique. You want to open up your fingers wide. Press weight in the thumb and your forefinger, the base of the thumb and your forefinger. Okay? Distribute that weight evenly. Good. Lift those bellies. I want you to hug your navel to your spine, even in this position. Good. Shoulders are directly over your palms of your hands. Good. And here we go with the left foot. Ready? And we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and knee dips. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 more. 1, 2, okay, 3, keep going, 4 and 5, that's okay, 6, pigeon on the left, and release. So you see you might have to build up to 16. Doing 8 of each is wonderful. And breathe, fold over on your pigeons. It's a nice restorative pose. Kind of calms you, rejuvenates you. Good. Now we're going to bend that back leg. And make sure that you're on the top of your thigh and not on the kneecap. And twist around. Good. You would hold here for 5 breaths. Okay, now you're going to go to your top of your push-up. Bring your right knee into your right armpit. Plant your leg down, put your leg down to gate pose. Lift your left arm high to the sky. Gate. Now we're going to take our left leg off in the air and feel as if your toe is being pulled away from your hips. And now take your left arm to your left ear. Whole arm, so reach, straight arm. Yeah, reach towards the mirror. So good. So now you're on this ski slope or this diagonal. And feel the line of energy between your toe tips and your fingertips. Reaching, hug your navel to your spine. Excellent. Go ahead, plant that left foot flat on the floor and go to side plank, side arm plank. Lift up. Now I don't want you to sag in your right hip, so remain lifted. Lift those left ribs to the sky and reach your left hand to the ceiling, taking weight out of your supporting leg. Go to the top of your push-up. Left knee into your left armpit. Gate pose on this side. So go ahead and reach. Take your right leg into the air. Stretch. Take your left arm to your left ear, reaching toward the mirror. And from here, you have to feel that line of energy. Not too tense, not too loose. Hug your navel to your spine. Soften your gaze. Good. Put that right leg down. Take your other leg to meet the bottom leg. And now take weight out of that left arm by really reaching your right hand to the ceiling. So more energy up. Good, and now top of your push-up. Good, go to forearms. And hold here. So you want your body parallel to the floor. So you don't want to sink. So hover more than, that wouldn't be right. So you want to lift up. Hover more, even you, Lindsay, a little more hovering. I'd rather see that than the hyperextended back. Good. Now you're going to do side forearm plank. So go ahead, lift your left elbow. Holding here for 5 breaths. And now go back to forearm plank. And you would hold here for 5 breaths. This shaking is a good sign that your central nervous system is working. Go to the opposite side. Opposite side. And lift up. And that you're calling into play new muscles. And now go back to the forearm, lower down, go to upward facing dog. Shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in. Exhale. Child's pose. Congratulations. You completed the core strengthening workout. I really want you to reach your fingertips towards the front. This is not a passive pose, it's very active. It's an opportunity to stretch out your back muscles. So try to sit into your sink and sit near your heels, hips to your heels, as your fingertips reach towards the front of the room. And breathe into your backs, your back bodies. On your exhales, hollow out. And feel how that lengthens your lower back muscles.